They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Now on second down. Off the boot, looking for his man. And the defense, got him at the 27.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Hey, a lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Back to throw, it's Aguilar. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. From the gun, give on the inside. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Volunteers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. The Volunteers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quarterback making checks. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. On the move, he fires. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. A fresh set of downs after that 4th down conversion, but still the up-tempo as they get to the line quickly. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. Timeout call by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Back to throw, it's Aguilar. Here comes the heat. Takes a hit as he fires. Into the end zone. Touchdown ball!
It took them some time, but finally here at the end of the 1st half, they were finally able to get it right and score a touchdown. You know, I think oftentimes as an offensive coordinator, you've scripted your first 10 plays, things aren't working. You're looking for formations, you're looking for schemes you can run to finally break through, and that last drive might be what this offense needs to finally turn the corner. We'll see in the 2nd half.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's going for it all. Wide open, he makes the catch. Out of bounds at the 32, and the chunk play has this offense moving. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He'll take another shot here. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives, they've scored 2 touchdowns, and here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Just about set to get this second half underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's forced out of bounds at his own 19-yard line. An excellent job of coverage on that one. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Down 2 possessions to start this 3rd quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
It's a nice effort by the running back, but in that 3rd and long situation, it's just too much work for that running back to convert that 3rd down. Really, nice job. Got to give the defense credit. They surrounded him, got him to the ground.
They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. Converts on 4th down. Still going. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. To the air, it's Aguilar. Finds his man, it's Matthews. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. And the Vols are in the hurry-up. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires to the middle. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. Quarterback empties his backfield. Looking downfield on 1st down. Takes a shot as he lets it go. He's got it on the left. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. Get a big play like that last one, you flip the field, you change the momentum. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 38. Finds a man on the right. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Out of bounds at the 18, and that is just what they needed to get it away from their own end zone. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got it on the outside, it's Matthews. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield, it's Aguilar. He lets one fly deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
The play action fake. He's not afraid to go deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Finds his big tight end. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly, so you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score more points. They got to...
Oh, he's got some space. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
And the Buckeyes are threatening on 1st and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
And that is the play this defense had to have. Did you look in the secondary right there? I mean, he was open, guys. Like, that would have been a touchdown, and this defense got to the quarterback, hit him as he's throwing the football, forced the errant pass, and dodged a bullet.
And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Tell you what, that was a lightning fast decision. You can tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the beatdown has ensued. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He had a vision of getting loose, but he'll go out of bounds at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
42 Spider.
Reads it, fires complete. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And I like the direction and what this offense was doing right there. You need to go to a guy that can make you a play, and he's already shown it. He's the only one that's made a play. He's been in the end zone today. You need more big plays from this offense. It's been kind of slow. Get back to this guy.
Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Makes the catch. It's Jefferson. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Vols in the hurry-up.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Throws to the wideout. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time it's second down. All wideouts, no backs. To throw, it's Aguilar. Bringing the heat. Got him downfield. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the third. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through three quarters for these two guys. One more period to go and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So first down will open up the final period. Wants to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle, it's Jefferson. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Volunteers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Makes the catch. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. This quarterback part of their running game. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tennessee!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
The deficit is huge, this one is all, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 19 on the big run.
And RD, I love creative offensive coordinators. They don't just split a guy out wide that has game-breaking speed nowadays. Now they shift him, they motion, they put him all over the place. They put him in motion and give him the football. Just find ways to get your playmakers the football.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and you can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Throws for the tight end. Picked off to stop the threat. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this is a tough spot for QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart, because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dunk, let your guys make some plays, because they are definitely playing the deep ball.
That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. The Volunteers headed quickly to the line. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw. It's Aguilar. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers!
And the biggest thing is identifying coverages, right? The quarterback has to line up and see what he's seeing and see those safeties. I know outside with that safety in the middle of the field, I got a chance to attack and attack deep with my speedster, and he does a great job throwing the football out there, and he does the rest with the catch and then stride it into the end zone.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. The defense made a play with that interception to set them up. Now to see if they can cash it in. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting a run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
And on 2nd down, are they going to line up for a field goal here? We've reached the 2-minute timeout. They have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Tate. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
My old coach said, don't never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Fires to the big fella. There he goes. Past the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Carter. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up. It's because of that awesome kickoff return.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They'll move the wide receiver. Smart move to keep it on the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. Hey, no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
A strike downfield. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air, it's Aguilar. fires to the middle. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with a now.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
On 4th down, going to the air. He's got it in more than enough for a 1st down. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. So they'll send out the field goal unit. The idea, make it a 1-possession game. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. Just under 40 seconds to go, and it's going to come down to whether they can get this onside kick to have a shot. They're on it, and they get it back for another drive.
And this is why you keep fighting. You just got your score on offense. Now you needed a miracle to come through with the onside kick so you can get one more possession to maybe go win this football game. Nice execution. And guess what? There's still time left on the clock.
Catch in the middle, it's Staley. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down. Quarterback may change this route. Dropping back, it's Aguilar. Going downfield for the big play. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, but just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Into the end zone, and it's caught for a touchdown, and we might just have overtime on our hands.
Massive score, now massive decision making. Obviously, extra point ties the football game. Easy peasy, nice job. A 2-point conversion, you win this thing. So I would kick it, but you know what? If you want to go for it, that's your decision.
Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left.
Timeout, Tennessee.
A gutsy call to go for the deuce to try to win the game right here. He is in there. The 2-point conversion gives them the lead. And what lower intestinal fortitude to go for it there. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on 1st down. Moves around to clear up the vision. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Timeout called by the offense. A mere 10 seconds to go in the game. To the air. It's Sayin. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Here's a throw downfield late. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
And those are the plays that you worry about as a defensive coordinator, man. Not getting beat over the top, but not just by any guy, but by a guy that can fly. And
he hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so